This is Falling to Roz.
And you're watching the Bare Bones Music Network.
Barebones featured artist.
Well, we got together about a year and a half ago. Me and Jeremy have been playing together for a while, and Mike and Cody have been playing together for a while. And me and Jeremy put an ad on the internet to looking for another guitar player and a bass player, and Cody answered the ad.
That's pretty much it. I think the most important thing is that everybody comes from a different background. You know, Steven's from Guns N' Roses, and Ryan's from a lot hardcore, more kind of type of music. And
I like Wham.
yeah, I mean we just all come from a different style of music, so you know it kind of makes our sound, which is unique. You know, just great. If we all came from the same background, it'd probably be kind of boring. You know,
I do basically all the lyric writing. They do basically all the music writing. When they get done with it, I kind of jump on it and just throw random words together, and then later on write the lyrics to it. So
wait, usually, I mean, yeah, as far as the lyrics go, Mike will write, you know, all the lyrics, and you know, I'll bring in certain riffs and you know throw it out to the guys, you know, and if they like it, we'll play it, and if they don't, we won't. Ryan does a lot of the writing too, so we just kind of combined everything. We've actually taken some older songs and combined them and made what we have today. So
yeah, whether it's Steve, Ryan, or Coda, they'll come to practice and say, hey, I got a riff, and then they'll play it, and then the other guys will kind of freestyle on it, and then I'll just jump on and do it. And we usually write pretty quick, actually.
We can write a damn good song in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's funny. we try. We're like, let's really take our time and try to slowly take this song together.
And it never works.
Yeah, it's done in 15 minutes, and we're like, oh, it sounds good. Let's do it. Yeah. The meanings to the songs, I guess One Way Ride is the one that's most recently significant. I guess it's about, you know, with the recession, all that stuff going on, or just whatever. There goes the smoke machine. No, but just anybody that's having a hard time. It kind of relates to the band because, you know, it's just me and Cody especially. When we started this, everybody's just like, you guys aren't any good. You guys aren't going to do anything. It's always just been you two with the guitar.
It's a bad time in our life.
Yeah. It was just before we started this band, you know, we were like, I don't know what to do, man. We can't find anybody that's as dedicated as we are. We can't find anybody that really wants to do it. And we met them, and finally it worked out. But, I mean, the song's basically about someone having a hard time trying to get through. No one believes in what they're trying to do, and they're going to keep fighting through until, you know, they make believers out of everybody. And that's basically what that song's about.
It's like I just can't take it over and over again. I can't take it, baby, it's alright. Like a ticket on a one-way ride. I can't take it, baby, it's alright. Like a ticket on a one-way ride.
Let's see, I would say my role in the band would be motivational tactics.
Ass.
Yeah. I try to motivate the band as best as possible. I play a little guitar here and there. Like Mike here. Mike's the resident penis pleaser.
Every time. I have a baby on the way.
It's a cover story.
I play the drums, and they don't give me much room to do anything else, so that's all I do.
Jeremy does what he's told.
Yeah,
that's we all just tell Jeremy what to do. Well, I think as far as music today, as far as the internet, I think it's a great tool. I mean, obviously a lot of bands that have already made it and are successful don't like it because they think people are stealing their music. But I think for a band, any upcoming band, it's a great tool for you to be able to get your music out there for people to be able to hear it.
I think MySpace is a great tool, but at the same time it's the market's kind of over flooded. I mean, there's so many bands on MySpace, and it's so hard to get your name out. Somebody could hear your music and hear somebody else that sounds just like 20 other bands that sound just like you.
That really coincides with local music too. I mean, the hardest thing for us as a band is getting people who have never heard you before to say, I'm going to take one night out of my life to go and see this band. And then asking them from that point to say, I'm going to get behind this band and support them. I mean, here, I guess, where it's Lexington and it's Kentucky and there's not many bands like us, it's hard. It's really hard to get people to believe in you. I mean, I think that's the hardest thing. And MySpace is great because you can show people. You can say, well, here's a YouTube video of us playing live, and we're good live. And here's a recording of us playing. You can actually hear it. And before, I don't know what we would have done without MySpace. I mean,
Yeah, we've got people that like our music in like Germany and Italy and Australia.
That's the weirdest thing.
Like that.
Yeah.
They would never even know we existed if it wasn't for MySpace or the internet.
Come to our show.
I don't trust the internet. Technology's the devil.
Cameras scare you.
Yeah, I'm scared of cameras. Lights bother me.
Now, I think one of the biggest problems with the music industry right now with downloading and stuff is just it makes it so hard for small bands like us to make it anywhere, because even the big bands are struggling with selling their albums, making any kind of money at it, and making a living at it, and it makes it even harder for all us little small bands to do anything but come out and play for the people that really matter, I guess.
We're actually in the studio right now recording 3 more tracks. It's about half done. Well, as far as the recording process is about half done. Then we, the mix down, mastering and all that. Next for me, I think I want a Jackson guitar endorsement and a Marlboro Red endorsement, and I think I'll be good.
It's called People Are Targets. People's. Homie G. Yeah. People are targets is what it's called. Well, I mean, we've had our ups and downs. I mean, we've been in the recording studio, which was a big deal for us. We've played a few shows. It's been 250, 300 plus. And that's a lot of fun, but at the same time, you also play those shows where you play in front of your girlfriends and your friends, and that is it. And that's hard.
The way it is for me, I've been playing music, on and off in different bands since I was like 17 years old. I mean, I've never really made any real money per se.
Not us.
Yeah, no, in this band or any other band for that matter. As far as success, I feel like I'm somewhat successful because I have had people come up to me and tell us how much, they enjoy our music and, how much they, might respect me as a musician or whatnot.
That's actually the greatest compliment in the world is when you get, you put your heart and soul into something and, you're up there, you're sweating your ass off and somebody, just one person comes up to you and like, man, you guys are fucking awesome. I really dug this song or that song, and you're like, wow,
something to somebody.
Yeah. And they're just, it's a big deal to all of us, we're like, wow, man, thanks, let's go fucking party. But
to us, like he said, I mean, we've made no money doing this. We're not big by any means or anything like that. But the first time we played a show, I got up on stage, and just that little step of playing in front of people and playing live, when we got up on stage and the crowd started yelling for us, it was basically our friends, that started yelling for us. It was, we had to choke it back because everybody has told us, especially me and Cody, I know, that we'll never do it. And we've never done anything great, but to me, we've made it because we were a real band, and we recorded our songs. We'll have those forever. And, we got up on stage in front of people, and we've played shows, and that's the most important thing in the world to me. If it goes further, great. If it doesn't, we'll always have this memory to live off of.
We made our little mark.
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely made our little mark. I personally, I've done pretty much everything I want to do except making, $1 million a year.
Yeah.
I've done everything else. I'm happy with the way things have turned out. So
Turn to the prostitution ring, I guess.
we're probably going to do that. The prostitution ring sounds like a great plan.
Here comes the bride.